Okay, so hold on. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while since I uploaded a video. Well, technically it has probably only been 1 week or a week and a half since I uploaded a video, but for me it feels like a really long time because I haven't actually like filmed like literally anything. But today I am going to be doing my final pregnancy update. I've only done 2 this entire pregnancy, but I am now officially 9 months pregnant. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, it's crazy. So I thought I would do one more update before the baby comes, just to share with you guys how I've been feeling, you know, in my final trimester of pregnancy, and just kind of where my headspace is at. So that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. If you guys are interested, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and enjoy. Alright, so like I just mentioned, I am 9 months pregnant now. I am 37 weeks pregnant, and before we move on, yes, I did get my hair braided. I am basically ready for labor. I heard that, you know, getting your hair done before you go into labor is very helpful. That way you don't have to worry about it. So I did get my hair done, and I just got some regular box braids, and it's cute, it's whatever. But anyways, I'm totally going off topic. But yeah, so I am 37 weeks pregnant right now, which means in about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, well, depending when I post this video, will be my due date, and I am a little nervous, but I think I'm mostly excited. I think in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was really scared and I was really nervous, but now I feel more just calm and excited and anxious, because I feel like at this point I've been working really hard on, you know, cooking my baby, and now I'm just excited. Now I just want to see my baby, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to share with you guys how I've been feeling over the last, you know, what, 3 months ish of, you know, my last trimester of stuff. I just kind of listed some stuff in my phone, so I'm going to read them off of my phone and just kind of explain to you guys how I feel. And if I sound out of breath, I'm pregnant, so that's just what happens. So I had my last ultrasound about a week ago. By the time I post this video, it'll probably be about 2 weeks. So I had my last ultrasound. Baby's doing well. Baby weighed about 6 pounds, and they are just they're doing well. We are going to regular doctor's visits, hearing, you know, the heartbeat and all that stuff. So everything is just basically right on track when it comes to the baby. So there has been some changes in my body this last trimester, like towards the end of 2nd trimester and towards, you know, going into the 3rd. Like, my body has changed. I wouldn't say dramatically, but it has. I notice it. A lot of people still think, a lot of people still say that, you know, I look really good. But there has been, you know, little changes that have happened, you know, this semester. What I keep thinking to say semester like I'm in school. But yeah, there has been a lot of body changes. One of the body changes that I have noticed is I have like these like neck things. Like, there's like this, I feel like my neck got really dark. It sounds weird. And there's these like lines, and just my neck just looks dark. I don't know if you can really see it in the video, but my neck got really dark, and just these lines kind of came through. And that could just be me getting old, I don't know. But all I'm just saying is, before I was pregnant, my neck was not this dark. And another thing that got dark, TMI, my butt. My butt got really like dark. Like, I don't know what happened, but my butt was just changing colors, and I thought it was just me in the beginning, just, you know, looking at my body way too hard. But In the second trimester, I noticed that, like, is my butt getting darker? And now I have confirmed, yes, my butt is getting darker because I can clearly see the difference now. And I don't know what that's from. I haven't really looked it up because it's not really like affecting me, or, you know, half the time I forget about it. It isn't until like I'm actually looking in the mirror, like butt naked, that I notice that my butt is dark. But yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know why that happens. I do have stretch marks. I am not one of the lucky ones. I did get stretch marks. I have them on my stomach, the two sides of my stomach. There are stretch marks, and they have started to get darker and a little bit thicker. I wasn't scared to develop stretch marks. So when I started getting stretch marks, it was funny because I was like telling my husband, I'm like, babe, they came in, my stretch marks came in, and he didn't understand why I was even like excited about that. But I don't know, stretch marks don't really affect me in that way, I guess you could say, so I wasn't scared to get them. So when they started coming in, I'm like, okay, this baby's growing, stretching out my body, whatever, I'm not mad. But yeah, so they have gotten darker, and they're all just along the side of my stomach. So those are just some of the things in terms of my body that I have noticed have changed. Now in terms of the baby is moving around so much more, like crazy. Like the way that my stomach moves now is creepy. It's like alien like. Before it was like little jabs, like jab 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 jab. But now it's more like little movements. It's like this is how I can like describe like the movements that I feel now, just like these like I don't even know what they are, but this is kind of how my stomach looks when I feel the baby moving on the inside, just like these like little like movements. This is what I feel like the baby's doing on the inside, just like moving around like I don't know, because the way my stomach looks is just it's funny to look at. And now like there's more movement to the point where like sometimes my stomach gets really lopsided because the baby's on one side of my stomach, or they're like really pushing out on one part and then kicking on another part, so then the middle part of my stomach is like sunken in. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the way that my stomach has been just moving and changing with the baby movements has been really interesting. At first it was kind of scary, but now whenever the baby doesn't move, it's like, oh my God, are you okay? Why haven't you moved in 2 hours? Let me know that you're okay. It's a weird feeling. It's a scary feeling actually sometimes, because like you get so used to, you know, feeling this life inside of you that if for some reason you don't feel them, it's like, are you okay? I don't know. It's creepy. I don't know. It's just motherly instincts, I guess, kicking in. But yeah, so the movements have been pretty consistent. I am feeling a lot of pressure down there, and I've always felt pressure, but now the pressure is a little bit more intense. And I am feeling, you know, cramp like pains, and they hurt when they come. They really hurt. But you know, I keep reminding myself that this is not even labor. This is not pain. I'm kidding. I'm trying to like psych myself up whenever I do feel the pain or I do feel the pressure. I just remind myself that this is not labor. This is not what I'm gonna go through. It sounds so bad, but it's true. I think my body is just preparing for labor by, you know, going through all these little you know, spurts of like pain and cramps and pressure. and just overall discomfort. So, you know, I just try to stay calm whenever I'm feeling those pains and those pressures, and just, you know, just try to breathe through it. I did take a birthing class, and, you know, breathing helps, and, you know, staying calm and stuff like that. But then again, to each its own. So yeah, I have been feeling a lot of pressure and more cramps down in that area. Another thing is I cannot hold my pee to save my life anymore. Like this time right now, this last trimester, like, has been probably the worst, because if I, like, holding my pee now hurts my body. I cannot hold my pee to save my life, because if I do, it hurts, and it's just such a very discomforting feeling. And even if I just want to pee just a tiny bit, I have to go let it out. Whenever I get somewhere, like if I'm going out, I gotta pee when I get there, I gotta pee when I leave, because I'm going to want to pee when I get in the car. I get up to pee minimum 3 times a night, and it's like clockwork. Go to sleep around 10:30, around 12:30 I'm gonna have to pee, around 3 o'clock I'm gonna have to pee, and I think around 6 o'clock is my next pee session. And then my next pee session would probably be like 9 o'clock when I wake up, or 8:30. But yeah, I cannot hold my pee. I am also doing, you know, the pregnancy wobble. Yes, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna be one of those pregnant women that wobbled, but honestly, wobbling is the most comforting thing ever. You can't walk properly when you're pregnant, especially when the baby starts getting heavier or the baby has dropped. I apologize for the sound. If you guys are hearing the sound, I'm sorry, but I can't wait for them to stop doing whatever it is that they are doing. But yeah, you can't help but wobble when you walk, because it's like the pressure, and it's the weight, and it's just the out of breath. It's a lot of things that contribute to wobbling, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm just, everywhere I go I wobble. And another thing is I always have like my legs just like wide open. It sounds so bad, but like sitting with my legs like open to like create like space for the baby, and to create space for me to feel comfortable, it is the best thing for me right now. I can't, you know, cross my legs, or I mean, I can cross my legs, but I don't cross my legs for too long, or it's just not a comfortable position at all. So I make sure that I just make sure that I'm comfortable. Okay, so if I'm sitting on the couch, you know, like I got my legs like wide open, and but yeah, like I make sure I make sure I have space. Another thing is I do take breaks when I am doing things. If I'm doing things around the house, I make sure I take breaks. Like, I'm the type of person that will work all the way through and not take a break. You know, I'm kind of like an overachiever when it comes to certain things. So I've had to basically force myself to take breaks, even if I feel like I don't need a break, but just take the break for the sake of my body. Another thing that has gotten really uncomfortable is getting out of bed has been harder and harder. Like every week, like I find myself like just not being able to just properly get out of bed the way I would like to get out of bed. I have to, it's like a step-by-step thing. Like I have like these motions, like I have to, you know, like first of all I have to breathe, and then I have to make sure that I don't just jerk myself out of bed. I have to roll over, and then I have to make sure I'm sturdy enough to push myself out of bed. And then I also have to make sure that, you know, in the process of me turning, like if I'm like on the other side and I need to turn over, I have to make sure that I'm not gonna roll off the bed. So it takes me a good like minute to actually get out of bed. And then once I get out of bed, I sit on the edge of the bed. I catch my breath, I breathe a little bit, I rub my stomach, and I just kind of wait for the weight of the baby to just kind of shift itself before I actually stand up. Because if you just stand up, you might be a little lightheaded, or, you know, just the pressure of your baby on your stomach might make you feel a little bit discomfort. So I just sit on the edge of my bed, and then, you know, after about 15 seconds or so, then I stand up and I slowly walk to the bathroom to go pee. It's a whole process, I promise you. Oh my goodness. I've actually found my bed to be starting to get a little uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to be in my bed anymore to sleep. I woke up this morning at like 7 a.m. and I didn't want to be in my bed anymore, so I created like this spot on the couch, and it worked really well for me. Lately I have been feeling more cracks in my hips, you know. My hips are always cracking now. Maybe they're growing, you know, getting a little bit thick. So maybe they are growing. And yesterday I did have this pain just on the one side of my hip. I don't know if I pulled something while I was like cleaning and organizing. But there was this really uncomfortable pain that I felt, and that's just kind of one thing I have to remind myself to do, is to just take it easy now that I'm more pregnant. And so I just kind of have to remind myself to just take it a little bit easy. But yeah, so those are just some of my physical symptoms. I can't think of anything else. I am drinking a lot of water, and eating a lot of fruit has been really like good for me. Like, I've just been loving fruit and loving fries. Fruit and fries, like, I always want fruit and fries. It's weird. Fruit and fries are just my best friends right now. I can always have fries. But anyways, but yeah, like, those are just some of my physical symptoms. Mentally, how have I been feeling? So this last trimester, I've been feeling mentally okay. Like I said in the beginning, I'm more excited now than I was like in the beginning, because now I just want to meet my baby. I just want to see my baby. So I've been feeling really good, but then there's another part of me that is also scared out of my mind, because the fact that, like, once the baby comes out, I now have to take the baby home and take care of it. What? So that scares me a little bit, but I've just been preparing myself for that by, you know, just taking it one day at a time. I try not to dwell so much on things like that, but I still think about them, because in all honesty, I can't control any of that, and I'm aware of it. So because I can't control it, I try not to dwell on it, and I try not to dwell on it, and I try not to, you know, it's gonna sound bad, and I try not to listen to what people like say to me or say in general, because everyone's experience is gonna be different, and I'm the type of person that if someone says something to me, it kind of affects me a little bit. So I just have been training myself to take it day by day when it comes and when it happens. And I've been really like nesting. You guys know about nesting. I've been really nesting the apartment and basically just getting ready for the baby, and that has helped simply because I am the type of person that likes to prepare for things, and because I can't really prepare, you know, for what this experience is going to be like. I'm preparing my environment, because in my head I'm like, if my environment is as prepared for this baby as, you know, I am, I feel like it'll go by a little bit smoother. There's nothing worse than having a cluttered environment and then bringing a child into a cluttered environment, then your brain's gonna be cluttered. Like, to me, a cluttered environment is a cluttered mind, and you know, you don't want a cluttered mind while you are, you know, trying to take care of this newborn. So that's what I can control, and that's what I focus on. Everything else, I'm just letting it basically fall into place as it happens. Yes, I am taking time to, you know, look into certain things, but I'm not overly stressing myself out about anything, you know. So I think overall mentally I feel like I'm in a good headspace. You know, I still have the normal anxious feelings like every new mother will go through, but I think I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, so yeah, overall my 9-month pregnancy update has been going pretty well. I'm due soon. I don't know when the next video is that I'm going to create, to be quite honest with you, because I feel like maybe after this one I'm not sure if I'm gonna have any more. We'll see. I'm just kind of like playing it, you know, just, you know, every day I'll wake up and decide if I'm gonna film a video that day type of a feeling. So I'm not even sure. This might be my last video, or there might be 1 or 2 more after this. We'll see. But yeah, so overall everything is going good. Baby's doing good, mommy's doing good, we're all doing good. And like I said in the beginning, this is not a pregnancy channel or a baby channel, so I'm not going to be continuing to share, you know, all the typical baby stuff that people tend to share here on YouTube. If I want to share something, I will share it. If I don't want to share something, I will not share it. But yeah, so that is basically my 9-month pregnancy update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long, and I hope I just got straight to the point. I'm a little bit out of breath at this moment, but yeah, I am going to show you guys my belly real quick, show you guys where I'm at. So y'all are just gonna have to give me a minute to get up, okay? Because this is not gonna be easy. So hold on, just 1 second. Oh gosh. Whew. There's baby. Baby. 9 months. 9 months. All right, y'all, thank you for joining me today. I'm gonna go find something to eat, and I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye.